Coastal Carolina Motocross Race in action at County Line Motorsports Park, Bolton, North Carolina. I had to pull out the big camera and film my boys Levi and JD winning their motos, so enjoy this content. And stay tuned for my 30-plus amateur class motos. Few things get me as excited as some local motocross racing action, and as you can see, it was a beautiful day for it out here in Bolton. On the gate now for the 30-plus amateur class. This was a mixed division. I'm really just going to be battling with my boy JD all day long. Not a hot start to this battle, though. Obviously hit the gate. You can see, though, two other riders hit the gate also. Two of the fastest guys on the gate. So one of these south of the border kids about to pass me over the top. Got kind of sketchy, pretty sick also, though. Rubbin's racing, I guess. Don't want to get landed on, but he's faster than us. Got to make his way through the pack. One of the literally first motos of the day. You see the tracks like kind of packed and shaped well. Pretty deep mud for most of this, though. Sick shot there, really battling. We're going to spend most of the two motos this day battling with the guy 2 spots in front of me and then 3 spots in front of me, my boy JD. Hoping to be out here battling JD for first in the 30-plus amateur class. As of right now, already setting second in my class. We were on the gate with some of the 450 A-class riders and the older vet classes, so a lot of really fast dudes on the gate and in that moto. And I don't mind racing, being on the gate with the other classes. If anything, it really is a great gauge to see, like, do I get lapped, do I get dropped by 10 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, just kind of figure out how you compare to the people your skill and the people who are obviously better than you. And as promised, we're sitting behind this guy right now. I'm going to identify that I probably am hitting some of these sections faster. It's pretty difficult to make a pass out here at County Line. I'm not saying it's not a good racetrack, but kind of one line in this first moto just because of how deep a lot of this mud is. You might not really be able to tell from the GoPro, but some of the roofs that came off onto me super deep. Going ahead and trying to make the pass on the inside of the sweeper there. Couldn't quite make it stick though, and then I'm just going to try to go inside, I think, over and over through these corners. Again, just not quite carrying enough momentum to make the pass stick. Got absolutely roosted there, and I had an idea that the guy in front of me probably wasn't going to clear the finish line jump there, so didn't want to pull the trigger on the finish line, potentially land on him. But I've identified for certain that I am moving a little bit quicker, maybe not much, but a little bit. And we already tried to make that pass stick on the inside of the big sweeper right corner, so I know if I don't make a move anywhere on the track up until that point, I'm going to focus on pushing the inside of that corner extra hard, hoping he goes outside again and try to make the pass stick. Like I said, I'm running second in 30 plus at this point in the video. My boy JD going over the step up right in front of us. It's not totally dropped me yet, but I'm getting a little impatient. I feel like I'm being held up. Honestly, watching the tapes, we're just kind of going the same speed, but definitely starting to get a little bit impatient back here. This step down, really coming out of that corner, step down and the long double, sick ruts on that limb that day too. One of my favorite sections. Man, I don't know what happened there, but it really does seem like that guy slowed down and then just blasted me. Had to pull a tear off after that one. Possible he just missed the rut or something, but I do kind of get the impression he was tired of me being right behind him. So it really seems to me like he kind of slowed down in front of me and then roosted me on purpose, kind of taking the only real line through that section as deep as the mud was. But we're getting close again to that big sweeper where I know if I go fast and on the inside I can probably make some headway, get a pass here. We're getting past, I'm focusing on making a pass. Get heavy on the throttle, try to let off into this corner as late as possible, really pushing through this section. You'll see him dab his foot, it might not be going well for him. Hammer the throttle on the exit. As you see, that was at least a clean pass in my eyes. I will say that particular rider did come up to me after the moto, expressing his dissatisfaction about something. Genuinely confused as to what that something was. He did complain that he was getting roosted from this point in the video forward from me. I think he said he wanted me to be in higher gears on the exit of the corner. But yeah, I just don't really know what I did wrong, so feel free to run in the comments and let me know if you saw anything in that moto that didn't look right. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and move on to 30 plus amateur Moto 2. What's up, Josh Bach? Be sure to pay attention to this crazy power wheelie Josh rips down the whole shot straight. I know he's raced some AMA Nationals in the 450 class before, so it felt cool trying to hang on to him, even if it was only for one straightaway. As you see now, 2 spots behind my boy JD, me and him battling for first in the 30 plus amateur class. We got one of the schoolboy 2 riders on a 2-stroke battling with us. And this one turned out to be probably my best moto of the day, one of the best motos I've ever had. So you're going to see some little back and forth action. JD absolutely ripping around the outside right there. I know he knows I'm behind him and that I'm going to be pushing. It's my local track. Don't want to lose at my local track. And I got second in the first moto right behind JD, so we both know whoever wins this one's going to be taking home that big first place trophy. I will say I did win 450C class. Did not post the videos from that class. There's a lot better battles in this division. Didn't want to post an hour-long video, but I did get one first place trophy. The only question now is, can I get 2? See ahead here that the schoolboy 2 rider's trying to make a pass on the inside. He does end up making that stick. JD actually gets super loose, and now I'm thinking, is he going to hit the big step up? Impressed by him hitting the big step up after nearly going off track in the whoops. And now I'm thinking I put myself in a position, all I got to do is latch on for 4 laps, try to make a pass at one moment and then run away with it. So we're going to be trying to pay attention to his speed, seeing if there's anywhere I can push a little extra hard and try to get by. Unfortunately for JD, he tips her over right there. One thing I do want to say, man, you watch the guy in front of you crash. I'm gonna like look back here. I'm not going as fast as I should. I go outside in this corner for the only time today, kind of looking back to see if he's good. And I'm not making excuses. Definitely, like, if you're gonna be racing, don't bother checking on your competition or anything. Let the medical staff take care of that. Racing's racing, and if you see the other guy go down, probably hammer the freaking throttle and try to get out of there, because if they get up, and if they get up quickly, their adrenaline's going to be pumping, and they just might catch you, as I've done in other videos. So I just come off the track from 450C. I did mention I won that class probably about 20 minutes before this moto. Simple fact of the matter is I need to work on my conditioning a lot more. Shouldn't be getting tired in any 4-lap race, even if this is 4 laps on probably the longest track in all of North Carolina. And it was steep and we were battling the front end. That to say, I've noticed JD's just steadily catching me. And he is rather smartly going to get me on the inside there. This jump was so deep. I can jump this. It was particularly deep. Did not feel so safe jumping it this particular day. So if you're not going to be jumping the jump, there was no reason for me to go through the outside there. He did make the pass. And like I said, I was just a little bit tired. I'm going to try to push, try to latch on, try to keep up. But he just had me outpaced just a little bit, so I want to give a shout out to my boy JD. Hate losing, but no one I'd rather lose to than my friends, and he's one of the good ones, man. Love that dude. So kudos to him on pushing, and he had the tip over, but he got back up quick, got the bike running, and it caught back up and passed. So I know, I mean, these were some of the best laps I've ever put down out here. So no complaints for me. Just glad to have another good day with the boys. Walk away with second plus in 30 plus amateur class. First place in 450C. That's a good day's racing for me. As always, I appreciate y'all tuning into the video. Look forward to catching y'all on the next one very, very soon. Until then.